All right, we are live. What's going on, guys? Farzin Vasugian here with you to recap the first half between the Chiefs and the Chargers. Pretty low-key game. No surprise whatsoever there. The Chiefs leading 10-6. Very early on, Chiefs had a short-lived drive, and then after that, the Chargers looked like they were about to get a touchdown on the Chiefs. In a drive that was kind of like the Bengals drive last week, where they went for it on fourth down, and Willie Gay had that big stop, a big turning point for the Chiefs defense. Now, this was early, so you can't really call it a turning point because it was a scoreless game, but Charles Omenihu coming away with a big forced fumble, and then Mike Edwards running 97 yards for a scoop six, which was good to see. Blaine Gabbert in this game, 10 of 20 for 100 yards and a pick. Has also been sacked once. And that pick was kind of an interesting one, and it's going to be hard to kind of judge on that until we see the all 22. But it seemed like, apparently, according to Adam Archuleta, that Mecole Hardman stopped running his route and maybe was unaware of where the ball was at that time. So, I mean, it's a bunch of backups playing, but still kind of hard to see that. Justin Ross has a couple of catches for 17 yards, and Mecole Hardman, I think, overall has played well. 4 catches for 67 yards. Also fought hard on that one-on-one play right there against that Chargers defender, taking the ball away from him, and ran a lot sideways, but hey, still did what he needed to do to keep the football and try to preserve some time there by going out of bounds. So, not the most exciting first half defensively. I like what I'm seeing from the Chiefs defense, even from that touchdown drive, where the Chargers had the ball a long time. It was like a 9-minute drive, and Chargers were on the field a long time. Chiefs found a way to stop and get a touchdown right there, turning that fumble recovery into a defensive touchdown, which was good. Here's the one thing that a lot of people are talking about, and now going to the negatives of this game. Chris Jones playing in this game has yet to get a sack. Has 2 quarterback hits. He had like 17 pressures in the first 15 snaps, which, that's good. But in a game where you're trying to rest all your starters, Chris Jones is out there chasing the $1.25 million bonus. Listen, I'm not going to shame a guy for chasing his bonus. I mean, do what you got to do. It's a lot of money, although I'm sure he has millions in the bank. But, if you're not sitting with your agents in week 1, you probably would have had your 10-6 by now. I don't know. It's just, you're not letting Pacheco and Rice and Kelsey play. You're not letting those guys get the 1,000 because you need them. But Chris Jones, he could use the rest just as much as all the other teammates he's got on defense, and the rest of the team. And he's out there, chasing the money. I don't know. It just, again, I'm not shaming the guy for wanting the money. I would want that too. But I mean, look, you've had an entire half, and you can see it. He wants it really badly, 100%. So for those who are asking that are not able to watch the game, no, he did not get his half of a sack yet. No, not yet. So let Mahomes play the second half. Yeah, he is in street clothes right now, and he's already inactive. But the other negative from this game, a couple of offensive linemen injured in this game. Wanya Morris is injured, and Jawan Taylor came in to play in his spot, and he got injured as well. So both offensive tackles, your left tackle and your right tackle, both of them played left tackle today. They are currently injured. Not good news. And I thought Wanya Morris was actually doing well against Khalil Mack in this game so far. Creed Humphrey has played a little bit of guard. Joe Thuney has been playing left tackle. It's not the most ideal situation here. That's a bit of a concern here. My big criticism of the Chiefs in this game was that fake punt. Hey, listen, it was a good call and they executed it. Obviously, nothing wrong with that, except so week 18. This is a preseason game. There is such thing as putting things on film and other coaches being able to study it. And by the way, I posted this on Twitter. A lot of people agreed with me. On Facebook, people disagreed with me. It seemed like a lot of people would be really surprised how much game film coaches watch, especially the special teams coordinators. They don't spend, I mean, they don't have to go through as much game film on special teams. So that's going to be an easy one for the special teams coaches to pick up against the Chiefs. And they're going to be ready for fake punts. That's 2 in the last 3 weeks. Now, don't get me wrong. They certainly made, they converted and all that. That's great. But I don't know, man. If you need that in the playoffs, guess what? Teams are going to be ready for it. And we're going to look back and say that that's what caused it. Just reading some of the chat right now. Ross over MVS in the playoffs. Yeah, some people are already saying that. I shared that tweet from Matt Verderami of Sports Illustrated. Jones not really looking like he is going to get it. I don't know, man. I said, you get a quarter. And by the way, it was a very long drive. The drive where the Chiefs got the defensive fumble recovery for a touchdown, and he didn't get it then. He's going. You can tell he wants it badly. Is Pacheco playing? He is not. He is not. We got someone in here that wants to bless people. If you really believe that shit. Who would Miami play if they beat the Bills today? Would it be the Bills again? Who would Miami play if they beat the Bills? I think you might be right. I think the Bills would be a 7 seed. If Tennessee won. If Miami won, yeah, it would be a rematch. You are right. They would play each other again. You are right. And the Chiefs would play the Steelers if the Dolphins win. I said the Jaguars would win. Someone already reminded me about that. And yeah, I think Joshua was the one who reminded me of that. So what's up? Driving back from Branson, Missouri. I have never been to Branson, Missouri. I've heard good things about it. Have never been there. Gotta put that on my list sometime. Yeah, I would agree with you, Christy. I think we're missing them just a bit. Yeah, Hardman is playing well. That one play where the interception was there, I don't know if he just stopped running his route or lost track of where the ball was or thought it was going somewhere else. But that certainly didn't help there. LaMichael Piran has been playing a lot at running back. Clyde Edwards-Helaire has 1 catch for 9 yards and 1 catch for 6 yards. So not a whole lot of activity from a lot of good activity, at least from the running backs. But look, I think the Chiefs are just going to try to keep it low key because they're already dealing with injuries on the offensive line. That is never a good thing. And hopefully they can come out stronger in the throughout the week and be ready for the playoffs because you need to protect Patrick Mahomes against. And listen, I know TJ Watt potentially coming in here. Maybe he's available, maybe not. We don't know, but still you want to have the offensive line at full strength because if the Chiefs are missing their starting tackles going into the playoffs, which have not been good in general, then you kind of just wonder at this point, could some backup pass rushers for the Steelers get the job done against the Chiefs? Miami's defense has not been great this year, and they definitely would want to take advantage of that. So yeah, it's Pittsburgh, maybe. I mean, I hope Chris Jones gets his money, but come on, it's like, everyone else is resting and not playing. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I just didn't agree with the fake punt. You don't put that on film. Would you want to see the Chiefs run trick plays on offense that they could maybe run and use it's almost like the Dontari Poe touchdown pass. And this is the part where I sound like an old man yelling at clouds. Like that was cool against the Broncos, especially against your division rival. But it's also like, could you maybe have saved that for a very key moment in the playoffs? I don't know. That's just me. That is just me. Yeah, the Steelers, look, I get it. They would be the easier team. They've got a third string running back and their best player right now is hurt. So yeah, I guess they're the easier team, but the Tyreek Hill storyline, man, why not? Let's do it again and prove that the Chiefs are right to trade him. Because all this BS that's coming up now in the last 5, 6, 7 weeks about how they should not have traded Tyreek Hill. Well, no one was saying that 11 months ago when the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Yeah, it's always funny how that works out. Okay, guys, I think I'm going over on time, so I got to get out of here. Come back after the game. We will recap the game. I don't think it's going to be a very long recap because I'm sure everybody wants to watch Sunday Night Football. But nonetheless, we will recap the game on the Chiefs Zone podcast live afterwards. So come back after the game. We will talk then. Until then, enjoy the rest of the game or other Sunday action that you are watching, and we'll chat then. All right, guys, take care.